go over one more example to help you. This is one of your questions on your notes. This one's a little different than last time, and so let's dive in. Remember, we are going to make factor trees here. One thing to note is that this is just another method. So I know this method works really well for some kids, and the list method is other kids' first choice. Having both of these and knowing how to do both of these will help you to double check your work. So if you like the factor tree method, then maybe check it with the list and then vice versa. And a second thing to note is, for example, for 20, I might do 2 and 10, but you'll end up with the same answer if you choose to do 4 times 5, and you'll end up with the same thing, so don't worry too much as long as those are factors of 20. So I'm going to stick with 2 and 10, and then I'm going to factor this into 2 and 5. Something I like to do, I don't always do, but when I remember, I like to put the smallest number on the left-hand side so I can kind of go through them. It makes a little more sense in my brain. So I know that 2, 2, and 5 are all prime numbers, meaning I cannot factor them anymore. The only number that goes into them is 1 in itself. So I know that 20 is 2 times 2 times 5. So I'm going to move on to 45. And again, there's multiple options for this. I'm going to go ahead and choose, let's do 5 times 9. Okay, I know that 5 is a prime number, so I cannot factor that anymore. And then I know the only two numbers that go into 9 besides 9 and 1 would be 3 and 3. So I have 20 would be 2 times 2 times 5, and 45 would be 5 times 3 times 3. So I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to write those out. So 20 is 2 times 2 times 5, whereas 45 is 3 times 3 times 5. Now I'm going to see what I have in common. And I can see from this question that the only numbers I have in common would be 5 and 5. I have no other numbers, so I don't have to worry about multiplying like I did in the first example. Instead, my greatest common factor is 5. There you go.